Well, guys, I think this entire time I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong this entire time. I think I might have been wrong about The Last Jedi. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. So I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're like, what the fuck? Rob is going to say he's wrong about The Last Jedi, that The Last Jedi sucks? Not really. I actually still really enjoy The Last Jedi as a film as much as I enjoy Force Awakens. I love Force Awakens. I love Last Jedi. But then came another movie. The dreaded Rise of Skywalker. This movie's shit. Okay? That movie is trash. But unfortunately, regardless of how I feel about Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, that god-awful piece of monkey shit that they call a movie tainted what I felt about the previous films. So everything that they were leading up to in these movies, which for the record, they weren't really leading up to anything because they didn't have a game plan. Yeah, we know that shit. Yeah, you think you hit it? No, Palpatine planned my ass, kiss my ass. But yeah, they didn't have a game plan, and then they just kind of retconned everything in The Last Jedi. It was a whole thing. The Rise of Skywalker is a piece of crap. But here's the thing: I defended Last Jedi. I defended the portrayal of Luke, about why Luke would go ahead and ignite his lightsaber for a split second, had that knee-jerk reaction to want to take out Kylo. And I defended that for a long time. I'm like, people change. And then some of the canon stuff started happening. We got Battlefront 2, and we get to see more Luke Skywalker after Return of the Jedi, and how he's really much a pacifist now, and he doesn't want to resort to fighting, but he will if he has no other choice. And we kind of see what he says to Del Meeko, and we look at it like, man, that really is the core essence of Luke Skywalker. Then, the coup de grace, the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. Luke Skywalker comes in, just cutting bitches down, Dark Troopers left, right, crushing them. He does the hallway scene like Vader does in Rogue One. And then he goes up to Baby Yoda, and he's very calm. And he's like, I will protect this child with my life. And I'm like, motherfuck me in the ass sideways and call me Sally. That's Luke Skywalker. So now I'm sitting there thinking, like, everything I've known from Luke Skywalker since I was a kid, with the original trilogy, and then looking how they use him in both the novels, Battlefront 2, and The Mandalorian, it's really hard to believe that guy is going to grow up to be this guy. And again, a lot of stuff can happen, and maybe they can fill in the blanks to make that seem like it could happen, but the guy we saw in Mandalorian Season 2 is not the guy that would try to kill his own nephew. And even if it's a knee-jerk reaction, I don't know, man. I don't see it. And again, I'm not saying I hate Last Jedi now. I still very much like the film. But because of the results of Rise of Skywalker, because of what The Mandalorian has done, I am looking at these films differently than I was before. When you were looking at them as their own standalone thing, I'm like, oh, that's a solid movie. And now I'm looking at like, well, you should have killed Finn in Last Jedi. He was worthless in Rise of Skywalker. Rey should have been nobody. Well, you did that with Luke, okay. Well, and then they try to fix everything. And I just don't see how the guy in Mandalorian Season 2 and Battlefront 2 and the original trilogy is the type of guy that's going to take a lightsaber and throw it over her shoulder. I mean, that pissed me off when I seen it. I never defended that. But, yeah, I'm just kind of looking at Last Jedi a little differently now. And it kind of bothers me because I do really enjoy the film. I do think Kylo is probably the strongest character and the strongest character development within the sequel trilogy. But you can see when you have a game plan like with Mandalorian and you don't have a game plan with a sequel trilogy, and you can see where that just turns out. It turns out to be just smash. It was basically damage. Rise of Skywalker was damage control, and they ended up just pissing off everybody. I mean, there's very few people I talk to that actually enjoy that film. And even the people that did enjoy that film turned around to not wanting to see that film anymore. And it's sad because that's what happens when you don't have a game plan. You have an idiot running your company, and you just kind of shoot your shit at your ass. You shoot shit at your ass. Shoot shit out of your ass. I digress. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on Once again, Luke Skywalker coming back in Mandalorian, and sort of my just kind of cope with what I feel about the sequel trilogy overall. If you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Later, guys.